Hi, my name's Jenny from the Network Group. I'm the Business Development Manager here, and I've got a special guest here today, the Chairperson of the Network Group, which is Michael Morgan. So welcome, Michael.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey within the Network Group?
Yeah, so I'm Michael Morgan, obviously the Chairperson. I've been doing this for the last year within Network Group, but if I look at my professional journey, so we've been part of the group for nearly 35 years. We weren't the original members, but we were close to being one of the original members when I joined the Network Group. So I come from a very tin-orientated transactional IT that the group is today, more managed service providers, and my own business is morphing into an MSP, although we do have certain element that does tin, but 35 years I've seen so many changes from tin, cloud, AI, so it's all changing.
So Michael, looking back over the years that you've obviously been part of the Network Group, what made you decide to join the board?
Network Group is a community. It's run by its members for the members, and having been in the group for so many years, and many years ago my brother used to be the managing director of the group, you have that sense of ownership and that you want to give back. And I suppose my time had come to give back within the group. And I suppose in essence that's the sense of community that Network Group is. It's all about helping each other, it's all about building each other, encouraging each other. It's strength in numbers, what we stand for.
And what sort of changes do you feel that you've seen over the years since joining the Network Group, and what's your vision for the future? Well,
I suppose the changes we've seen from being transactional retailers that you've had within the groups, if I go back 30 years ago, to how they've morphed to value-added resellers, and now we're morphed into MSPs. Whilst tin is important, whilst commercial deals are always important, I think the changes in the last number of years, and definitely where I believe the group is going, is that peer element, is that working together, it's the challenging each other, it's being best in class. And what I certainly want, and the board as a whole want, is to be the best in class group. And could I go as far as saying in Europe? That's what we want to achieve.
And obviously we're looking to expand the group over the next 3 years. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so joined the board a year ago. So part of that transition is understanding where the group is and where we're going. We have a clear 3-year plan that was given to the group back a number of months ago. And part of that plan is growth in members. By default, I think we will not necessarily lose members, but part of our remit, I believe, is to engage members together. That'll end up in M&A, but so we're a victim of our own success in the sense of we will put people together as a group, and we'll go from 100 members down to 99, for want of a better word. But we definitely want to grow and double the size of the group over the next 3 years.
And what would you say are the main core benefits of Network Group?
Core benefits of Network Group, aside from the commercials and all that, the strength in numbers that we've talked about, I think the core value is community within the group. It's stronger than it's ever been. Even I have some competitors from the Welsh market, because I'm Welsh, that I hear, but we meet regularly, we talk regularly, we share what we are doing, we share commercials. Some of those we actually share clients within Wales, and a good example of that is took a phone call from one of the local MSPs to me saying, hey, one of your customers has asked me to price something, but I understand that whilst I look after the ERP, you look after the site. And so it's about working together. At the end of the day, we're in a big world, and there are loads of MSPs. There's no room for infighting. It's all about keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's what I like about the Network Group, is that obviously a lot of groups you can have sort of that bit of competition between MSPs, whereas it's not like that at the Network Group. Would you agree?
No, but there is a little bit of competition.
And
I don't mean
healthy,
commercial
yeah.
competition. It's more about how many endpoints have you got, or what's your gross margin this month, or what's your EBITDA. And it's there's a bit of competition around that,
yes.
and it's all friendly competition.
Yeah. No, that's
but
good.
There's no one within the group that I cannot pick up the phone to and say, I have an issue with this, can you help me?
Yeah.
And they will be there. Even if you look at the network where we have to service clients out of region, there's that network there. So it is a strength in community, which actually a lot of people don't understand. They think of it as a peer group, like some of the other groups that are out there, but it's far more than that. And it's about all growing together.
That's what I was just going to next ask is, what do you feel is the main differences about Network Group?
I think the other groups that are there from, peer groups, accountability group, they do a sterling job at what they do in raising the bar, best in class. I think where Network Group come in, which is slightly different than that, is yes, we challenge each other, but we also bring other aspects to that. And I think it's the conversations around the bar. It's the conversations around any events that we have. We have 4 every year. And those have gone from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days. And it's that whole collaboration piece. And not just on a director level, we are getting deeper into all the organizations. So we've got marketing tracks, we've got operational tracks, we've got service manager tracks, we've got sales and account tracks. So it's about being deeper into every organisation that's within the group.
And if you were to see that there's somebody was interested in perhaps joining as a member of the Network Group, what would be the best steps for them to take?
So the first thing I'd say is, do your core values align with Network Groups? If they don't bother applying. We're quite comfortable in our own skin on that. But if your core values align with the group, then it's the place to be. You talk to many vendors, and we've got many vendors who have supported us for years. They will tell you that Network Group is just different. And people will compare it or spending the money on Network Group or spending the money on a peer group, but it is certainly different. And the challenge would be, hey, send you an email, send me an email, come as a guest just once, just for you to see.
Getting real insight into it.
Yes.
And obviously we've got another event that's going to be in July at Carden Park, which has been quite popular with our members. So if anybody wants to join as a guest, then get in touch and we can organise that for you. So thank you very much, Michael, for today. It's been a pleasure to meet you again. As I say, my name's Jenny. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Network Group. If you are interested in becoming a member, then please get in touch and I will follow it up with you soon. And I just want to thank you for watching today.